I'm going to put my hand on your head like this. Like that. No? Look, we're going to read a birthday prayer.
Sit down.
Watch over thy child, O Lord, as her days increase.
That's a good question. What is the song?
What do you think it is?
I can't even begin to
I think it's a story.
say.
I think most of our songs have.
What if it's not a story? What if it's just...
Yeah, it could be. I think most of
just
our
a
songs
rhythm.
have an underlying meaning. It could be, but most of our songs have an underlying meaning. We kind of take it down a path. We kind of have a concept. We you know, kind of follow.
Do you know what the meanings are though? Because I don't know what the meanings of any of them.
No, some. I think at the time of recording, we know what the meaning is.
Do you mean like a feeling more than a meaning?
Could be a feeling.
I think it's sad that you guys don't know what the meanings are.
From the Center for News, this is News Center 2 with Susan Banks and Fred DeBrine.
Looks like the press conference is about to begin.
We have the Proud Naturals.
Alright. We've been together about 2.5, 3 years. And we met through, you know, just various...
I went to high school with Todd.
Yeah, well, that's various.
We've been together 4 or 5 years. 4 or 5 years.
You know, I'd put an ad in the paper, really. And, you know, I know that's not really what you want to do or what you expect, and turns out that these guys showed up.
We went to high school together. Been in bands for many years.
We subscribed to the same paper.
So this is the start of our recording. Gerlach, get over here. This is the start of our recording here.
What I want to do, I want to do 3 versions. At least 3 versions. And let's, you know, if everything goes, we'll just roll right in. Rolling. Really smart and knowing what we can do. If you do the full drum beat all the way through, then that gives us the ability to use it at any time. If you do some hi-hat work, then we can, because nothing changes.
Right.
The beat is never going to change,
Well,
so you can plug
That's
hi-hat.
what's nice about it. That's what's nice about the click track. You can cut and paste.
That's what I mean.
As long as you're in the numbers. That's why we talked about that before. No, it's good. That's straight right there.
Do a whole nother track
With just fills.
not just fills, but like just a different part, and we're going to take different pieces of it.
Like,
and this
okay.
and that.
But we'll always need that bass line.
Yeah, we're
thing.
always going to need
All right.
this, which is
All
why
right.
you just need to...
Yeah,
All
just
right.
be as boring as hell. And
Okay.
think tone.
No fills, just straight up.
I don't even know if I would want you to do the... I think you should just do...
Boom. Okay. Okay. When you went back into it, I brought it right back out real quick. So what you could do there, you're not going to know it because the beat's still there, but I kind of came back into it. So
Right.
you and I could probably listen to it and say the drums are coming back down, but you're still going to be in the middle of a solo. No one's going to know.
You may have thought I was going to go...
I did.
I went to Stella. I went to...
Yeah. That's okay though.
So I don't know. It might be okay. It might be a spot that Bob can pull from another part.
That was pretty tight though. I think the tempo
Yeah, I
was
think
good.
it's okay. I think we should do a different take. I think we should do a couple different takes.
Okay.
It's a different approach too, you know?
Huh?
It's a different approach.
It's
We don't typically do this. We don't usually do like 3 takes of
No,
like 3
but you know
different
what's cool about
styles
it
and
is
stuff. It's like,
you never know what's going to come out.
Exactly.
You give it to Ebeling and he may come out with a song that we, are
Right.
completely different.
that's
so.
what I'm hoping. I think we've been too vanilla in our recording. What we do is we map it all out, and you know, usually there's a lot of Excel spreadsheets and charts and graphs and a lot of technical stuff, really. And then,
Lots of engineering.
right, a lot of that,
Tons
and
of engineering.
a lot of those things that, you know, where you stick the pencil in the ground, protractor or something.
Compass. A compass.
Geometry.
Yeah,
Sure.
isn't that what those things are called?
Absolutely. I'd call them.
You know, the
Compasses, yeah.
I would call it that.
I don't think those are called a compass at all. No.
Yeah.
No, they're not a compass. They're
Just like the one for navigation. There's the compass, and then there's the compass that you draw circles with.
Right.
really?
For geometry.
Yeah, it's called a compass.
You ever hear songs where like all of a sudden
like the whole music changes. They even like the guitar might cut out or whatever, and there's like strings and horns or whatever playing the part, but everything else carries along, and you're just like, it still sounds good and sounds cool, and you're just still jamming along to it. I mean, I don't necessarily know that we're going to do strings and horns and all that, but I think we can do different sounds.
Absolutely.
You know, guitar's out, all of a sudden Rhodes is carrying it, you know, or piano's carrying it, or you know, or all the low is sucked out, you know, and you get that like coming through the telephone sound or whatever. But maybe the vocals and the backups and the drums and or the bass or something, those things maybe all stay constant. I don't know.
I need something to clean my palate after that garbage can.
Oh, I tasted it. Get the fuck out of the way. Oh my God. You ever smell something so bad you could actually taste it?
You just shat all over our studio. What are you doing?
You guys are really suffering over there.
Oh, it's nasty. You don't smell it?
I smell it a little bit, but not that much.
Busy bouncing around the room and such. Every kiss, every rest. Stella, you lead me to see my hand where we go.
Even though it like would be totally weird and unorthodox, I think if you like, you know, I think if you listen to a lot of songs,
They're bizarre like that.
they're and you don't even notice it. They're just like, you know, it's like, wow, it's a really cool fucking song. And
It just happens.
It just happens.
Yeah.
And my sort of idea is the first chorus has the weird percussion sound.
Right.
Then the second verse
Straightens up with a full
comes
drum.
in with like a regular drum beat, moves into the second chorus with a regular drum beat, into that solo, potentially with a regular drum beat, and then it goes back into a last chorus, which goes back into the weird beat,
The
and then the
Allentown.
song ends.
You gotta listen, really. You guys changed a lot.
You should record like 3 bass parts. You should have that bass sound. You should have another, you know, a different bass sound. Like maybe even like an amp, like an amplified. Like put the mic in front of the frickin' amp.
Yeah.
And have 3, you know what I mean? Because I think the whole, that's what I want to do with this tune. I just want to build sounds, and I want to just frickin' take, you know, one verse is these 3 instruments, and one verse is those instruments, and one verse is those instruments, and that drums, and all that bullshit. I'll bring a song, or a concept of a song, or a portion of a song, or just whatever, or even a few chords, and usually the progression would be we'll all pick up on it and just start playing that. And that's like kind of the first step, like, you know, all right, everybody get in lockstep with this, but, you know, then we stop and we talk, okay, well, that's that. And then, you know, if it was me that brought it, maybe sometimes I have an idea that's like, okay, we'll try this or that, or sometimes they'll, you know, just bring it out, and just by listening to each other, you know, then things
It's
sort
usually
of
just
develop.
a chime in type thing.
Yeah.
If somebody just starts doing something.
And then we'll try an idea, and sometimes it won't work. It's like, okay, stop. Then you have to remember what you were doing, and that's sometimes difficult to get back to. But if you get back there, then you know, go from there and try to build on something else. I think we need to move into this more on this album, is like me not push the direction. Ooh. Apparently we've got a power out, love, and we're going to have to come back.